Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 2095 Southeast 55th Avenue here in Hillsboro. We are located on the left side of the home. That's if you're looking at the front door from the street. And right outside the sliding glass window here, you have a 3-inch ABS cleanout. It's underneath the deck boards. This also, and the one that I pulled here is the third board out from the house. That provides access to the sewer and to the water shutoff. Anyhow, we're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We do have water currently running, and we'll zero out the foot counter down at the bottom of the cleanout. Alright, off we go. Drop right into a little bit of standing water there. It looks very minor. We'll run the camera backwards at the end, make sure you don't have a big belly coming out of the crawl space. But what we just saw there with water running was barely, I don't even know if it was a half-inch of standing water. Similar belly here with water running. That water line is sitting at a 1/4 inch or so. Those are going to drain out to probably a 1/16 of an inch or standing water or less. On top of that, the line is very clean. There's no buildup in those areas. I really wouldn't expect to see much of that anyway. I generally start considering repair recommendations on bellies once you've got an inch plus of standing water. That's with no water running at all for at least a 10-foot section of pipe. I've also got to see buildup on top of that though to justify a repair. Bellies in smooth plastic pipe like this, in almost every circumstance, even when you've got significant bellies where the pipe is almost completely full, they all still take a particular storm of events to actually manifest themselves. And it's usually, what I've noticed over the years, it's typically when homeowners are putting a lot of stuff down the line that should not be going down there, like paper towels and tampons, grease, or balling their toilet paper up to a very large size. All right, we're just hit a transition here. This would appear to be 4-inch concrete. Now we're into PVC pipe. A lot longer sewer line than I thought we'd have here. It's a big one. And then we reach the main here at about 102 feet. Now we're going to let the whole line drain out here for a moment while we they'll locate the camera head. We'll have a better view of everything as we come back. But as far as flow goes, the line is certainly functioning well in that regard. We'll have a better view of the condition of the line here in just a moment. I located the camera head successfully. Line terminates at the main out here on Southeast 55th Avenue. The line comes up the left side of the house. I'm describing all this as if you're looking at the front of the home from the street. But it comes up the left side of the home. It crosses under the driveway. I believe it goes under the entirety of the driveway all the way out to the other side of it, and then turns and goes out to the street. That takes kind of a long, convoluted route out there. And we've still got a little tiny bit of water trickling through the line. I don't know if there's something in the house like the toilet that slowly lets a little water through, but I still got a teeny tiny bit of water trickling through the clean out. So we're probably going to have a little bit here, but it's not enough to exaggerate any bellies or anything like that. And you do have a little bit of standing water here, it looks like. As best I can tell, again, that skiff of water there is so minor, that could just be the small amount of water still coming out of the house. You can see that water's moving there. That's not repair-worthy by a million miles anyway, but it's hard to tell. When all the water doesn't shut off, it's hard to tell if you've got a minor, tiny belly out there or not. If you do, it's about a 32nd of an inch, which is might as well not even be there. The PVC pipe there looks good. It drains nicely. And the pipe we're in right now, I actually think might be cast iron. We're going to take a look at the pipe joints. It's got kind of a look of concrete to it. It's kind of gritty and rough, but other than that, I think this may actually be newer cast iron pipe. We don't have pipe joints every 2-3 feet like concrete does. And the only other type of pipe out there that looks like this would be transite concrete, and we've gone way past the 10-foot mark where the joints are. Yeah, that's got a rusty hue to it right there on the edge. So that is actually cast iron. which is wonderful. Cast iron is a far better pipe product than concrete is. It holds up a lot longer. That stuff looks great still. I just did a locate there just to verify how the line is routed. So it does what I was mentioning. It crosses under the driveway from left to right. It goes about almost 10 feet beyond the driveway edge into the yard, and then turns. The line turns and goes almost directly underneath the for sale sign post out front. And it crosses the driveway about mid-span, or about halfway up it if you were to walk up the driveway towards the house. Not sure why they didn't just send the line out the front, but there's usually some reason or another why they had to do that. But so far here, this is absolutely spotless clean sewer line. This is what you want them to look like right here. And your line will stay like this as long as you're not putting stuff down the line that shouldn't be going down there. And most notably, no grease or fats. You dump your baking grease, your cooking oil down the sink, it coats the whole line in sticky oil, and it causes a lot of buildup that otherwise would not happen. It causes toilet paper products to stick to the pipe walls. Well, that is my #1 pointer to you. That, and don't use flushable wipes. They are bad news. They're about as bad as paper towels are. So a tiny bit of standing water here. That's less than a 1/16 of an inch of water there. And we're going through a little bit of standing water here as well. That right there is right around a 1/16. Not even quite a 1/4 inch. They're all extremely minor. Right here we get up a little higher. That right there is, you're at a 1/4 inch of water there, not even quite a 1/2 inch. I mean, the worst that gets is like a 1 out of 10 on the severity scale. It's extremely minor stuff. Now I'm going to write it up in the report that there is just, throughout the line, you have a few areas of very minor standing water. None of it is repair worthy by a long shot, in my opinion. But we're going to go ahead and reel the camera out of the line. We have good flow to the main lateral. Both the ABS, cast iron, and PVC portions of the sewer line we have scoped here today all appear to be in great condition. Super clean sewer line. The sewer line is functioning properly at this time. I am going to flip the camera around. We're back here to the clean out. And this spot here, when I get my camera completely in the line, again, you're still right around a 1/4 inch of water there. But we're going to go backwards. Sometimes you'll get bellies that start in the crawl space and dissipate out as they exit the house. In this case, though, we have no standing water going back into the home here. So it's about maybe a 1-foot section of pipe there with around a 1/4 inch of standing water. Anyway, good looking sewer line, as clean as they come. And that has not been drain cleaned for the purposes of real estate. There's still a mildew film in a few places which wouldn't be there. And whoever the homeowners are, they are living clean. Oh, good looking line. Again, on the left side here by the slider glass door, right underneath the deck boards, 3 deck boards out from the house, that's where your clean out's at.